working on it. Okay, it should be live now.
The reboot should start soon. If you are still experiencing the same problem in 15 minutes, please call back and I'll be happy to help troubleshoot further. I've made a note on your account so that if you call back within the next 4 hours, we'll be able to pick up right where we left off. To hear this message again, say repeat. Otherwise, you may hang up now.
Oh, may I? I may hang up now. Thanks for your help, AT&T.
Thank you, robot overlords.
I would be surprised if something like this will be able to fix it.
Yeah, it might be that we have to just get a new box. Because when we looked it up on the internet, it's like, oh, your battery is not receiving any charge.
Down. Like, the thing is, I don't even know how it's interacting with this right now. Like, I'll reboot the system, but I'm like...
If it doesn't have any power, what are you doing?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Just come on over here and we'll do the podcast.
There's a podcast today?
Yeah, it's live right now. Hey everybody, how's everybody in the chat doing? Hope you've enjoyed the first 3 minutes of the podcast of just us doing customer support with AT&T. You want to grab a chair and try to squeeze it in here with all of your VHSs?
Aren't you sitting in my chair?
Yeah, but you're the one that wanted to do customer service, so I have your chair.
You stole fizzy lifting drinks! You lose! Good day, woman.
I hope the streaming is going smoothly, because we've messed with a lot of settings with OBS because Race and I are working on other projects that have to do with using that sort of software and trying to boost the quality without overloading our computer. So I hope streaming is going good. Let me know if it's not good. And I'll post that we are live on the internet.
What is Jax laughing at in the chat?
Someone probably made a pun.
I'm gonna scooch over as much as I can.
Here, wait, don't do that yet.
Ow, 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 ow.
I don't know what you're owing about.
My leg is getting stuck underneath
Well,
the
don't
keyboard
ow.
thing.
I want to make sure you're not sitting on cables that you're sitting on. You're gonna have to just move.
Oh, Jax was laughing at the fizzy lifting drinks.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
Okay.
Alright, squeeze in here, Hunter.
I love it when she says that.
Gross.
Hi.
Yes, hello.
Yeah. Hello.
What?
Huh? Oh, so jelly.
I know Saber will be here. Hero should be here.
Oh shit! I have a food post to do. So you haven't eaten today.
Salad.
Hello.
Hi.
How y'all doing?
Are you drunk?
No.
Sorry, my food post staging is making sounds. I'm gonna mute myself for a second. I feel like deli meat is like the least snack food I've ever heard. It's like, oh, go grab yourself a plate of green beans.
It's funny that you say that because that's literally been my snack this week so far.
Oh my god,
Yeah.
that's so funny. Are you Lammy?
Lammy's upset I'm cutting into his reserves.
Oh no.
Right, Lammy, my old boy? He's doing so well. Thanks, Race Best. It's good to be here.
Hi.
Hello.
That wasn't Toodles. I don't believe you. Yeah, having yourself a giggle. I am bleeding on my toe. I gotta go clean this off. 1 second.
What?
What?
In your bed. I'm back. What are they doing to you? Okay, boomer. Haley, was it you and I talking about like how cable's essentially like gone with like sports heading to like streaming sites?
Oh yeah, because with NBC service
NBC.
that they're making, because they're going to have it to where there'll be news and sports, and it's going to be airing like a lot of the Olympic stuff, the Summer Olympic stuff, first on Peacock service before it airs on TV.
See, there you go, Race. That way you know you don't have to like TiVo everything. For what it's worth, you all sound fine on our end. Well, at least on my end.
Yeah.
Oh Lord, that's so cool. I see a picture of the Japanese snack. It's amazing.
We're not there yet. Don't
Oh,
spoil it. Oh, hey, Claire.
Hi.
How are you, Claire?
I'm great. How's everybody doing?
Oh, there was that one we watched.
Claire, you sound a little sick.
Yeah, I'm sick, but I'm really talented right now.
Oh, we gotta mention that one girl that sounded like Claire during the 80s.
Oh
No?
yeah, I forgot her name though.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can hear you guys.
What is happening? Yes.
Stop. Delete. Turn off.
Spotify? Yeah.
No, it's iTunes.
iTunes. What the friggin' hell is iTunes?
Alright, I think people should start hearing us now. Sorry guys, we switched screens and I don't have our microphone attached to that screen. Which
Whoa.
means I have to add the microphone to each screen as we go along on this podcast.
Nice.
Which is great.
I just closed this.
Wait, you had to add like the mic input to each like different screen you were using?
Yeah, because I don't know, for some reason before the podcast I wasn't getting any feed to our microphone. Let's see. Let me try it.
Huh. What program are you using?
The Streamlabs, but as I've said, we've been messing with it a lot. We've plugged in new microphones to it and all that stuff, and
Oh.
for some reason the old setting that we used to do doesn't seem to work, and I tried it out.
I like that Gabe and Claire got in here and are just gonna have a conversation amongst themselves in the background.
A very muffled,
No,
static
no,
conversation.
we don't know. Breaking up. Can you hear us okay?
No.
You're breaking up. No.
All right, I called it. Give me money.
Oh! I hate you guys.
That's mean.
I put it in the chat. Gabe's audio is shitty to us as well. Because everybody's like, what the fuck's going on to the podcast? And I'm like, it's just.
No, the blue means that we're on. No, that means, never mind, that's
Wait.
maps.
I'm so.
Well, someone's chewing chips.
You guys sound like somebody's parents trying to figure out FaceTime.
You're right.
Are you guys
Billy,
looking at
can
a car or
you see
something?
us?
It sounds like they're driving.
A lot of
Yeah,
people
it
are
sounds like
making
they're
the
in a
joke
car.
in the chat that Gabe and Claire are breaking up.
Why can't
Alrighty, guys. Y'all need to figure out this.
I see bigger?
What the fuck was that?
It's so good.
Y'all need Jesus.
We might have to let y'all kind of go for a little bit until you figure out this audio problem. I don't know. Unless we just the whole podcast.
No, it's
we're
not
gonna-
audio. It's
Reception, yeah.
reception problem.
Right.
On our end, just audio.
Do we cut out too? Oh.
Yeah.
Can you hear us okay though?
No. Well, I mean, sometimes, but other times it just sounds like garbled.
A garbled mess.
Yeah.
That's what we're doing.
Yeah, we're talking in mech.
Yeah, here's how you do it.
Oranges.
I can't actually tell if this is a
allergic.
joke or if this is them trying to talk.
No.
Pony.
To you right now.
Stupid.
God, I don't even know if they're
Does that
actually
mean- I
faking
don't
it
know.
anymore.
No, we're faking. We're faking.
Okay.
We're faking.
Ah,
Sorry.
it's not helpful. I'm so sorry.
Alright, well, let's see.
You guys just talk. We're just gonna be here. Just if you want us to say something, just be like, say something.
Okay, well, I mean, you guys are cleared up just a little bit. Oh, maybe? Okay.
Yeah, but I got a long ways to go.
The colon
my
is an
dermatologist
interesting.
Okay.
You guys talking about
Wow.
intestinal issues over there?
Alrighty, so...
I'm starting
Yeah.
to get some intestinal problems.
Okay, so... This
From
is the
listening
problem
to
where I'm gonna switch should I not switch to the
Oh.
Twitter screen because we don't have the mic on it, but I can add the mic to it.
Go ahead and add the mic to it. You can't add it until you click it.
Yeah,
What a funny program.
yeah.
All right, we are.
Okay, now they can.
There we go.
Alright.
All right, so sorry about that, everybody. Like we said, we've been sorting through some things in this program, and then it wasn't until we got to this point where we realized everything's fucked up. Ugh. All right, let's do food post. Welcome to the Semi-Perfect Podcast. It is January 29th, 2020, and this has been the best start to a podcast we've ever had. Fritz Roll says, here's my dinner for tonight. I hope everyone has been doing well lately because the past few days haven't been for me for a few reasons. Loss of Kobe Bryant, getting the flu. Just this early morning, I threw my lower back out after puking a second day in a row. Ugh.
Oh my god.
All right, see? So let's just stop complaining about how our podcast is going because people are having it worse.
I hope you feel better soon.
Yeah.
For me too.
Obviously, big news this week was that Kobe Bryant and his daughter was in a helicopter crash, so that was very sad news. And I know that there's a lot of people, especially sports fans, that have been affected by this, of course, family and friends of Kobe as well. So looking at this food, what do we have here?
Looks like maybe some pulled pork, maybe some chicken, some cucumbers, and a banana.
That's a lot of cucumbers.
And very intelligent water.
Is it cucumber or zucchini?
I feel like it's cucumber.
Yeah, it looks like cucumbers.
I think Gabe said cucumber.
Feels like a cucumber.
I said, yeah, cucumber.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Okay. Alrighty, we've got Void and Void. Some delicious pasta. Whoop! Some delicious pasta and homemade tomato sauce with a snowfall of Parmesan and a smattering of herbs to top it all off. I might have started eating it before I realized I had forgotten to take a picture. Oh, and there's some water somewhere off camera.
I don't believe you.
Fancy words.
How can we
It looks
trust
delicious.
that there is water off camera?
Just have to believe.
If you just believe.
Thank you, Void and Void.
Taylor.
If you just believe.
There it is.
I was waiting.
Uh-oh. Where'd it go?
Sorry, I couldn't use my face for a second.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh my god.
What? Why is it such a big delay?
Oh no, I clicked it again. I've been clicking. No, wait, but like I've clicked the other one. Open the Taylor's post. Damn it!
Sometimes Twitter does that to where like it delays your clicks for some reason.
We are having such a bad night.
Alright, we got Taylor's post. Decided tonight was a sushi kind of night for the Semi-Perfect Pod. Have here some spicy tuna rolls and chicken teriyaki with rice on the side. You try and click it, babe. Click that post. Do it. Open it. Okay.
I win.
Like
All
it.
right. We don't need to click them.
You gotta like the post.
Oh, we do gotta like the post. All right. Nikki says, expect my semi-perfect pod food post to be at work this point forward. LOL. Got crimpets and that aqua in a hydro flask.
It's a crimpet.
What's a crimpet? Butterscotch crimpets.
Oh.
Baked, deliciously sponge
cakes.
cake.
Oh. With butterscotch
Sponge
icing.
cake with butterscotch icing.
I want that for food. Control C is copy. Control V
Crumpet?
is
Crumpet.
paste.
Crumpets are English
Crumpets
muffins,
are
but
tea.
better.
These guys are so behind.
No,
They're trying their
they're not
best.
crumpets. They're crimpets.
They're like 10, 15, 20
No,
seconds.
they're like 30 seconds off,
They're
man.
way They're gonna start talking about what we were
Oh,
talking.
crimpets.
Okay, I just heard you say.
Wait, you should try. Okay, sorry, you're right. Oh,
Ru-
you mean?
Yeah, they're talking about crumpets.
No,
They
no.
are
We must be like
literally 30 seconds off.
I love it.
Rosie
I
Diamond.
searched
It's okay.
crumpets on my
Why do you
phone
think
at
we
this
called this the
We're gonna switch to my
semi-perfect
phone.
podcast?
Okay, bye, Gabe.
Disconnect.
Look, I got 69 notifications.
Oh.
That
Like
worked
2
out.
seconds
Yeah,
off.
it's like 2 seconds.
Rosie Diamond
just
says,
hang up
hello,
on that.
I'm actually home from work in time to listen in. After work, I stopped in Chick-fil-A and got a Diet Dr. Pepper. That's all because I'm fasting. Glad to be here. That looks delicious.
Delicious.
Does
Dr. Pepper.
Chick-fil-A have... Oh, I forgot to like this one. Does Chick-fil-A have better Diet Dr. Pepper than other places?
No.
That's what I wonder. Do you know that? Have you had it? Nathaniel says, currently having a air-fried turkey sandwich made with Parmesan cheese, mango, habanero jelly, turkey gravy, and special rib sauce.
Wow.
That's interesting.
I hear whispering.
They're terrible at keeping secrets. Nora says, hanging out with my dad watching the movie Hustlers while listening to the podcast, noshing on McNuggets, and cuddling with my pupper, Lila. Love you
Oh, and a
guys.
cutie.
I love the facial expression. Like these must be either the best or worst McNugget she's ever had. And then, of course, the pupper.
Yes, it's a good pupper.
Little dog. What are they doing?
I don't know.
Gabe, Claire, what are you guys doing? They'll answer in 45 seconds.
Should I just kick him?
It sounds like they don't realize that they're on. I don't think they...
Yeah, then let's kick him.
Well, first,
For now.
let me talk about popcorn. Anime Guy once says got some popcorn from seeing Weathering with You today.
Oh yeah,
Oh, I
We
forgot
saw
to
that.
like this. Yeah, yeah, we did.
we saw that last night.
You're gonna...
Oh, am I gonna find out?
What's that?
Am I gonna find out?
About
later?
what?
Whatever that movie is.
Oh, yeah. I mean, it's
It's by the same folks that made Your Name. It's
Ooh.
yes.
Yeah,
It's-
Makoto Shinkai.
Yeah.
That's what I was gonna say.
I've
It
heard it's ambitious, but not quite as good.
I meant. Yeah. I mean that's generally me and Jeffrey's opinion, but we'll get into that a little bit later.
To be fair, Your Name is really hard to top, though.
Yeah.
Cosmic
It really is.
Melody. That name sounds so familiar. All right, we made it to Laura's food post. My mom got me a Japanese snack box subscription for my birthday, and the first box came today. Wait, it's a
Yeah.
subscription?
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's 3 months, and each month they're gonna send me a box of little Japanese treats and snacks, and like there's this little booklet it comes with, and it tells you all about what they are and where they're from and the like what region they're from.
Nice.
Fancy.
And this one is the seasons of Japan. I'm not sure if they're all based on that, but like there's like groups of snacks, and they tell you like which ones are good for what season and like why. It's super interesting.
Awesome.
Did you try the dried squid yet?
It did not come with any, but I've had that before, and it's pretty dang good.
Yeah, it's so weird. They sell them at all the 7-Elevens when I lived there, and I tried it like the last month I was there. 'Cause it's like,
Is Gabe calling in via tin can tonight?
Yes.
Ha ha!
Gabe,
Oh, is that-
I believe they're Bluetoothing. Am I correct?
No, there's a wire plugged in.
But you're okay.
Oh yeah, no.
They're in a car.
Oh, okay.
Sorry.
Alrighty.
But both Gabe and Matt are in the podcast at the same time, so you know what that means.
Finish
It
your
ma-
drinks.
It means hey,
Finish
not
your
only
drinks.
not only is that an anomaly,
Killing spree.
but I rarely post food posts because I never eat dairy. But look at this delicacy
Yes.
that I just ate for dinner. That's my whole dinner.
Yeah.
If you've already eaten it, I'm not sure I want to see it.
I call it
It's-
pretzels
And
and
cheese.
cheese.
It's
Ooh.
one
Did
of
you
those
say
little snacks.
pretzels?
Pretzels and cheese.
Okay. Just want to make sure I heard
Fresh
it.
pretzels.
Good
Delicious.
pretzels. Oh, here's a good picture. Ryan Walterson says, "For once, I'm eating during a show. Here's a dark picture of craft dinner,
Beautiful.
properly
A
known
piece
as
of art.
mac and cheese."
Yeah, Ryan is in Canadian land.
Yeah, we'll forgive Ryan for that. No, Malik, not Malik.
Malik.
Malik Webster with more sour drink. For like sour?
I've got
You-
some green stuff, he said.
You tried an energy drink.
Yeah,
Was
yeah.
it your first one?
Probably.
Um,
It was
Was it
good, but I
Nos?
don't feel like it did anything.
It was it's pronounced Nos, but go for it. Nose.
Nasty
I drank Nos
schnoff.
energy drink.
Nose.
Yeah, Gabe actually tried it too.
Yeah, and I hurt my back trying to jump up on the barrier. Dude, have we talked about the races yet?
Not yet.
No, we haven't. We will though. We'll get to that. Ooh, Jack's Blade. He's got a post here. Bulk burrito.
Bulk burrito.
What kind of meat is that?
Last.
It looks like it might be carnitas.
It looks.
Maybe it's
That
steak.
looks good. Whatever it is.
Alright, birthday Tomcat. Forgot to take a pic, but my roommate treated me to a steak quesadilla and Alfredo with meatballs and garlic bread for my birthday. Damn.
Ooh, tasty.
Whoa.
And quite the variety.
Alright, and then we've got Laura posting her SPP drinking game.
Heck yeah.
Good night, everybody.
Let's see, I'm gonna retweet this.
Ooh.
It's just a couple of ones that I made in my little goof, and then if people at home want to play along,
Well, I
people
did
at
open a
home who
bottle
are
of wine for
21 or
dinner.
over.
Rather, a bottle of wine with dinner.
Alright, so I'm gonna just briefly take a drink in. Lena audibly meows. Paleo is the only person who has seen a movie. Someone other than Race brings up Zootopia. Saber is noticeably drunk. Sarah tries to get the conversation back on topic. Someone leaves to avoid spoilers. Drink twice if it's anyone other than Race or Laura. Saber tells a debatably unrelated story about his childhood, or that sounds made up. Or a story that sounds made up. Sarah's particularly excited about the spoiler screen. Signature Hirasashi laugh. Someone other than Gabe or Matt arrives late. Finish your drink wins super generous Missy super chat. Sarah. Both Gabe and Matt are in the podcast at the same time. Or a surprise guest like Jax, Claire, etc.
Oh.
Everybody getting really
yeah.
wasted on this one.
Oh man.
This is a very drinky.
Oh yeah, like yeah, Hero's not here yet, so he's gonna be
I
late.
know.
Yeah.
Good night,
I'm
everybody.
driving, so I can't hold it. Can someone give it to me through a straw?
Yes, I will hand you your drink. You just focus on driving.
This could only end well for my bank account.
And Claire's obviously drinking soda.
Yes.
Yes, because I am 18.
Well, and you're driving. I mean,
More importantly, you're driving.
let's focus. There's two problems here.
Once you
What?
turn 21, you can drink and drive.
Yeah.
But yeah, those are our food posts. Now we can get into how everyone's last 2 weeks have been. So, gosh, who wants to start? Matt, what have your last 2 weeks had?
Oh dear, let's see. Well, since the people that have been following this podcast know about the accident, I can finally say that the other side has finally accepted 100% liability.
Nice.
Hell yeah.
So
It is
you are not the
massive.
father.
Yes.
We
Or
may
are
be
we-
thinking of different stories here, Jeff.
Oh, we're talking about a different accident.
Yes, we're talking about where I got rear-ended.
You're not
You don't
talking
get
about
pregnant from that.
Yeah,
You're
only
welcome.
front-ended.
Good.
But no, it was a load off my mind to know that phase at least has been taken care of. Still have to go through all the rehab stuff and all that, getting better, but
That's
it's
what they get for messing with
progressing.
Old Boy. Saving money, living better.
Well, glad to
Isn't
hear
that the
that.
Walmart slogan?
Progressive, actually. Sorry.
Oh.
Glad to hear that things are getting better. What about Laura? What's new with you?
Oh well, my group of friends and Steven and I had our annual friend Christmas gathering on the weekend of Martin Luther King Day, because that's when everybody has an extra day off of work.
That works.
Perfect.
Yeah, so we all got together and had our little Christmas thing, so it was fun. We play a bunch of board games and such. What else?
What is your board game of choice?
Oh, geez. Well, now, as of this past weekend, it's Dune, which
I
is
didn't realize
based
that was a
on
board
the
game.
yeah. So it's based on the novel, obviously, and it was a game that they made in the late 70s or the 80s or something, and they didn't print it for a really long time, but they recently re-released a new edition of it that's affordable and has been slightly updated, but it's pretty much the same game.
Cool.
And my friends actually got it for me for Christmas, and it's really great because it's super intense, and it's a lot of fun.
Do you need to be a fan of the Dune series in order to get the most out of it, or is it accessible?
I think it's accessible either way. It's just a matter of, you wouldn't have context of who the characters are, but you don't need to know the lore or anything to be able to play the game.
Cool.
It would be I'm not sure if anyone has played the Game of Thrones game, but it's it would be similar to playing the Game of Thrones board game without watching Game of Thrones. It's totally doable. You just wouldn't be oh, I know who that character is.
Hmm.
Theon Greyjoy.
Exactly.
What about Saberspark? What's new in Saberspark's world?
Hey guys, I will tell you.
My quality's better than that. Nothing terribly exciting. Just getting back into the swing of things for videos. Got a cast iron skillet I've been cooking with,
Nice.
Ooh, those
yeah.
are nice.
which was those are very fickle cooking equipment, but you get the hang of it. And yeah, I've also been trying this thing called keto that Jax Blade and Tommy Oliver are doing, and I'm joining in on that. Well, Jax isn't doing it just yet, but yeah, it's basically no carbs and no sugar, and that's been interesting.
That rules out pizza.
I mean, given that I just finished a giant slice of lasagna and I'm having a glass of wine, you have my sympathies.
Yeah, I was at the grocery store earlier today, and I was looking around for food to get, and I had 2 blocks of cheese and some chicken, and I was going through the produce aisle, and I'm what can I eat? And it's sugar peas. I'm that's literally sugar's in the title, And yeah, just walking around all kind of frantic, where I'm what do I eat? And I bought carrots, and I'm God fucking damn it. When I was going for my run today,
the healthiest diet.
it's Jax can explain it to you. There's actual legit results and science.
Yo,
behind
man,
it.
no. I mean, I'll tell you.
Thank you, Jess. I appreciate
Yeah,
it.
what Tom said, he lost how much?
12 pounds.
Yeah, 12 pounds.
I lost 12 pounds in a month,
Wow.
which is that's a lot, really fast. And I realize I'm not looking for any quick losses. I just want to try something out to see if it jogs my regimen. So right now, my body is literally quaking at moments where I'm okay, where's the carbs? Haha, it's just, nice joke, Steven's body. Okay, where's the food?
I don't like this game.
Where's your 1 a.m. bread run? Because last night it was 1 in the morning. I woke up and I'm I want some bread. I want some bread and butter. And I just sat in bed. I'm fuck! I can't do it.
Well, Saber,
So-
haven't you had cases where you've actually slept, eaten like peanut butter?
Yeah, which is why like it's helpful I've purged my fridge. Because when I go downstairs, if I'm sleepwalking, I'll get pissed off my sleep, I guess, because there's something down there.
You'll just wake up the next morning, there'll be carrots everywhere.
I've been on a bit of a winning binge of life, so I'm kind of like thinking, okay, let's do this one now and see what happens next. So,
Yeah.
we'll have
Get it
fun.
done. Good luck to you.
Thank you.
Very nice. Paleo, what's new with you? Oh, wait, time out. We're drinking more because Missy showed up.
Yeah.
Missy.
Drinks.
By the way, I got.
Oh no, don't say finish.
I gotta say something. This morning when I was making my bacon and eggs, I was actually like, almost on the verge of like being emotional because I'm like, can I drink anything besides coffee and water? And I looked it up and it's like you can drink whiskey, and I'm like, oh.
Oh, thank God.
So I will finish my drink.
So wait. So your diet is you can't have carbs, you can't have fruits or vegetables.
Or sugars.
No. I can do You can do some fruit, but it's easier to avoid fruits in general.
Because all fruit has sugar in it naturally.
Yeah, so I'm not eating fruit.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
But he is
But
drinking.
He can have, like, all.
Carbs.
He can have all the green. You can have all the green vegetables he wants.
Well, that's
Yeah,
not
what-
true. A lot of them have sugar in them too.
And whiskey.
Okay, well, it
Depends on
depends on
one.
what you mean by
But you
sugar.
can have
If you're talking
cheese and whiskey.
Sugar, processed
Yeah,
sugar,
no,
not
because
natural sugar.
glucose, everything has glucose in it, even vegetables. The C6H12O6. Sugar is
Yeah,
like-
exactly.
You see, Jax is actively
See,
plotting
that's
your
why
death.
I'm confused.
It's supposed to like apparently your body without carbs and sugar. Like okay, ask Jax. I don't want to butcher it, but
He
there's,
says
I'm already
it's
looking at his response in the chat right there.
it's
I think he's-
scientific. He says.
Just don't let him join the podcast because then everyone has to finish their drink again. So like everyone's gonna be tanked.
I should not be playing this with wine.
But yeah, I mean, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to derail it, but it's
all
interesting. My
good.
body's having a moment with it, but yeah, whatever.
We're here for you, and so is whiskey.
I think that's great.
Look at
Yeah.
the guy's
I feel like it's like the opposite of veganism. You can't eat meats or cheese. All right, well that's all I eat with this. So.
Well, you know, there had to be a balance to the force.
Yeah, but I've also been like actually exercising every day for the last like 3 weeks, so it's been also like,
Awesome.
interesting. So I don't know. I missed 2016 body of me, so I'm gonna try to get it back.
So do I.
I miss your 2016 body too.
That's what I was saying.
You all can share.
I miss 2013 Saber Spark body.
I actually looked at my old I forgot the gaming channel.
Was that when you had pink hair?
No, that
No.
was 20.
that was a mistake.
16 and 17.
That was an accident. He fell into a vat of pink acid.
No, I whenever I go back and watch the vlogs, I'm always like, oh my gosh, this was Saber pre-facial hair.
Yeah, that was a good move. I'm glad I have a beard.
It suits you.
Thank
But
you.
I miss babyface Saber Spark.
Very
It
good.
was so much smoother to kiss him.
I'm taking this beard to the grave.
What about Paleo? What's new with you?
I've been doing some video stuff since the last podcast. I put out a couple of videos talking about my favorite cartoons and animated movies from the 2010s that came out. And
You got
this
some
week I'm
good
going to be
stuff
doing
going.
live action movies.
I'm so excited about your most extreme video. Whenever you do it, I'm so excited.
Oh yeah, I'm doing that in the summer.
most extreme.
Most
It is
extreme
graphics.
elimination challenge.
And I've also been watching a lot of movies. I've been trying to catch up with you, Race, because I've seen you passed me up on iCheck Movies for like how many movies you have checked.
Oh, it did?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
So I was like, oh no, I can't let him pass me.
I didn't realize I wouldn't have even fathomed that I'd pass you. Wow.
Yeah,
I've been on like because for me when I've been watching movies lately, I aim to watch movies that I've never seen before, so that's why
Yeah, they're the same.
yeah, it's been padding up
Yeah.
a lot for me. But
Yeah,
you got to
but
double
also
feature.
last year I didn't quite watch as many movies as I did the previous years, so
Well,
um,
there you go.
so I lagged behind. But also I've been playing Hollow Knight, and that's a lot of fun. Hollow Knight's a great game.
Oh, can I throw in one real quick thing?
Yeah?
What I mentioned for my week. So I bought No Man's Sky, And I've heard, and I watched a video about this, that No Man's Sky's developing team, Hello Games, had one of the biggest comeback stories of all time for gaming industry, and how they actually came back to the game and fixed it. I bought it because it was on sale. I'm like, this game's fucking awesome. But this is the game I wanted, that I thought it would be when it was advertised. So just give them props to that studio for actually keeping its word despite the delay and the rough start.
Yeah.
They kept their word. I think it's very admirable.
Oh yeah, they've done far better than Star Citizen.
Or Fallout.
Fun fact about No Man's Sky is that the group that made it, the company that made it, going back a couple years on this one, but Acoustic Brony, Ed, actually works for that company.
No kidding.
Really?
Yeah.
That's really funny.
Oh, the music's so good.
Yeah. So.
But
Yeah.
the music is incredibly good in that game. Very good.
Well, now you know why. No.
And loyalty.
It's just on repeat. What about Black Griffin? What's been new for you?
Whoa, dude. Well, the one thing. So I wanted to get a ride up to Los Angeles to hang out, to do some stuff, and man, I'm being annoying right now.
No, you just sound like you're from the valley.
So, it is crazy. Oh my gosh, we know
Yep.
So what? I actually asked Jeff, who was coming down to cover Low Budget TV, was going to cover the NASCAR race, the Chili Willy race at the Tucson Speedway. And I asked Jeff, do you have room in your car to take me to LA with you? And he's like, well, no, not really, because our wireless camera guy is gonna, be doing stuff with all four of us. We don't. And I said, well, fire him or I'll kill your family. And Jeff said, okay, he's fired. And so I was the wireless camera operator out on the track. It was really fun. I dabbed on national TV.
He did.
National television.
He did.
And that's how it works. And then, then we drove up to LA. We got here super late. Now I'm hanging out with Claire. And say hi, Claire.
Hi.
And then we just got back from eating out and watching sunset over LA. It was really cool. It was really nice. And then
At the same time?
doing a cold up. Yeah, at the same time. The same sunset. And then I'm doing a collab with Rumi next week, and I'm getting together with Steve Odekirk. Hopefully, Thumb Wars is going to be coming out next week too. So we're all lots of exciting, fun stuff. It was really fun doing the camera stuff with you guys. Thanks for letting me do that.
No, it was a blast. As far as that goes, and I'll just kind of blend this into what we've been up to, Sarah and I. So yeah, as Gabe mentioned, we covered an event out in at Tucson Raceway. Loved the name of it, called the Chili Willy. At one point, their mascot jumped us and stole our car.
I almost got it on camera, but I was a little bit late to the party.
So their mascot is this full,
It's Pickle Rick.
He's a cactus, but he looks like a pickle.
yeah, and seeing him sprinting at us from the infield was terrifying.
More intimidating than it should have.
Yeah.
Yep. So yeah. Anyways, our show was a huge success in big part thanks to Sarah and Gabe. Sarah produced the show, and Gabe put himself out there in the elements and was filming right near the track, and he gave us great shots, and Sarah put the whole thing together, and Tommy and I we had the easy job at that point. We just talked with our mouths.
Yeah.
So no, it was
Filming too.
well, we filmed too, you're right, but yeah,
Nicely done, ladies and gents.
it was a lot of fun though. And yeah, they still shot fireworks at Gabe, but they missed.
They missed this time, haha, because I wasn't in the sky, haha.
This is the same track that Gabe had his moment.
But he was on the ground very close to where they were launching.
There were a few close ones.
Oh, no, they asked me though. They're like, oh, hey, if I haven't forgotten about you, got your number. So next time you're here and you're flying, you think you could land on a flatbed trailer? I was like, no.
I mean, eventually, Gabe's going to say yes to that, though. I mean, come on.
Eventually, I'm still thinking about it.
Yeah. So, yeah, I mean, other than that, anything that's been...
I mean, we kind of touched on it earlier, but we've been working on a thing. Well, I mean, we kind of teased at it before on a previous podcast, but Race and I are, starting to put together kind of like a video gaming thing. You've probably seen some tweets with pictures and stuff. We're still trying to figure out how to get the best quality while not fucking our computer up. It's a delicate balance.
Yeah. The channel itself won't kick into gear until until after the Bronies React comes out for the last problem. It's funny because I've gotten a few on the edge of aggressive comments and messages lately from people who are like, "You owe us explanations." And I'm like, whoa.
You don't owe them jack shit.
You have created an entitlement. I hope you're happy.
It was just, I was like, well, sorry. but it is still being worked on.
Every time you complain about the React, it gets delayed another month.
Like 5 minutes gets cut.
I was going to my footage in, but never mind.
So, yeah, no,
Still being worked on.
Yeah, it's being worked on. I had a couple, well, I had one small issue pop up, which delayed me a little bit this past week, but yeah, other than that, I've actually been on a nostalgia trip for years and years. I've had these boxes of mine when my family, when we've moved basically within the city, and the time before I moved out, we moved, which was you're laughing, but
the time before we moved out, we moved.
Well, it was probably like 2000.
Basically, just say there's been boxes already packed from previous moves.
Years.
That you haven't opened.
Years.
What he's saying is he has a lot of crap sitting around his apartment.
Yes, he has a whole bunch of crap, and now like half of it's on our living room floor.
So what I realized though is for a long time I've been wanting to actually go through old VHS tapes that I've recorded stuff on, whether they were like stuff that I actually video recorded when I was a kid, or stuff off TV or whatever. And I'm like, if I don't do that like now, at some point this stuff's actually gonna go bad. Mm-hmm. I don't think they have the best lifetime. So I've been transferring that, which takes a lot of time. I've gone through all my CDs that have old files. I've been finding a bunch of stuff, and going through these boxes, I'm also finding stuff, including I found an article about Bronies from like 2012.
Yeah.
Hard to believe it's that long.
Yeah.
It made me laugh. I might post it.
You should.
Is it a bad article?
I don't think so. It's titled "It's Their Little Pony 2."
Okay. Sounds like a bad article.
I can read it. It's right there. I won't read the whole thing. But anyways, that's what I've been up to. So yeah, just kind of on a nostalgia of my life trip right now, and going through and throwing away stuff that at the time I thought I'm really going to want to hold on to this. And I'm like, why do I have like 18 pairs of keys to nothing?
Yeah.
So, yeah. So, yeah. Claire, what have you been up to? All right. So,
It cut out.
Did it? Can you hear us?
Yeah.
We can hear you.
Oh. I've been up to not much. Well, let's see. I've been doing some acting shenanigans and trying to get some new headshots and real footage so that I can be a real actor in the city of Los Angeles.
Oh.
And that's kind of, I got a manager within like the last chunk of time, so that's kind of fun.
Cool.
Nice.
So far hasn't taken advantage of me, so that's great. I'm really enjoying it. It's great. I'm having a good time. My dog's not dead. Great.
Well, at least
sounds like everything's coming up
yeah,
for you.
that sounds wonderful. So on our topics of the podcast,
Before we get there, Hirasashi has just joined. Those of you playing along at home, take a drink.
drink. Hi, Hero.
What are we, hey, are we drinking for late people or something?
Yeah.
Yeah, if it's anybody other than Matt or Gabe.
I'm
Usually I'm on time. I just lost track of time because, of course, I did.
Well, you showed up just in time to tell us
Monster Hunter.
what you've done in the last 2 weeks.
I played Monster Hunter. Yeah, you know how it is.
So
no,
what
how
have
is
you
it?
Fun, and I love it, and that's why I'm here 53 minutes late. I'm sorry, I forgot.
It's all right. We're almost.
How dare you enjoy your life?
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Wait, are you serious?
No.
Really?
No.
Okay.
But what have you been up to, Hero, the last 2 weeks?
Oh, I really was not joking. Like, I worked and then I came home and played Monster Hunter.
Oh, that was your answer.
I really wasn't joking. I watched Paleo play Hollow Knight for a little bit.
Yeah.
It's a fun game. I'm glad he's playing it. Hey.
Cool. All right. Nice. Well, so this actually might, outside of the fact that we kind of got things going a little bit late, I also won't be surprised if we also have this run a little shorter of a podcast. Due in part to some technical difficulties unrelated to the podcast, but also topic-wise, we'll see how quick this goes. We have the Annie Awards, the Annies.
The Annie.
And I'm going to guess that there's people like Paleo who are probably more on top of this than I am.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
gonna pull up the page.
Let's see here.
Yeah, Paleo.
Oh yeah.
Why did I say me?
I was like, why are you saying that?
Wait, what's
I was
happening?
just staring at my name on the Discord, and I just said.
That was interesting.
I was like, is he talking
No,
in third
I was
person?
gonna say Hero. Yeah. So yeah, Hero, Saber, and Jax joined me for a live stream that we did on Twitch, reacting to the Annie Awards.
Okay.
Yeah.
It was Paleo's live stream.
Yeah. It was interesting. Like, I loved Ed Asner when he came on
Yeah.
to present.
He's great.
Let's see, I like Klaus and a bunch of Netflix shows, like in general, just like swept the Annie Awards.
Klaus
Yeah.
did a number.
Good for
Right.
Klaus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That makes me happy. That movie was very good.
Now, is that this is going to sound potentially very ignorant of me, but is that because that movie was a Netflix production, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
No, it was a Netflix. They produced it. They distributed it. It was
So it was a-
Spa Studios.
That's what a production means.
That's exactly what I said.
It was a Netflix production.
That when you say production, as in when I hear about production, I look for the production studio and I think of like the one that actually made.
Oh
it.
yeah, so well, yeah, like Netflix like funded it.
That's
Gotcha.
what I get.
Gotcha. Like, okay, so now I don't even know how to ask my question then.
Well, then just ask it.
Okay,
Just
I'll just
ask
say
it how
I was gonna ask,
originally-
is this the first for Netflix? But I don't know if that even.
For like a winning Best Picture at the Annies, yeah.
And possibly the Oscars coming up here too.
Right,
Yeah.
right. That's what I mean. Like,
Will that be the first streaming company to get a Best Animated Feature?
Yeah, and also like for the Oscars, they have a couple movies up for Best Picture. So that would be interesting if one of those got it.
wow. Okay, so it's kind of watching the movie world adapt a little bit with.
And then, for those that may not know, the Annie Awards are.
Good point.
Animation Awards. Awards for
You
animation.
say that as though it's so obvious.
Yeah.
Is there a restriction for the type of animation that it covers, similar to the
Oh, no.
Oscars? but for
It's most like really just almost anything you could come up with.
Yeah,
It
if
even
it can
does
be
like
considered
movie.
animated, it can be nominated.
Yeah, I think like Avengers something got something for
Yeah, they
Like their
have a
effects
couple
were-
of categories for animation in live action movies
Mhm.
and animation in video games.
Yeah.
Okay, so things like The
Yeah.
Lion King, the new one.
Yeah, but that wasn't
That,
nominated. for
that
anything.
wasn't nominated for anything. Yes.
I'm seeing
What I
Mickey
wonder
Mouse
why.
shorts got some awards.
Mickey Mouse shorts like seemingly always get some.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that like ugh, because they're really good, but it's
Yeah,
just-
they are really good, but they always get it.
Ooh, Carmen
gave,
San Diego is very good.
They gave.
Yeah, that got something. That got character design, I think.
Mm-hmm. It's a very good show. I like it.
Wait, there's a new Carmen San Diego show?
Yes, it is
Yeah, it's
really
on Netflix.
extremely good. And Matt, you need to get on Netflix.
Get on that.
I have
I
given
apparently do.
you everything.
You need to get on up
Just
and
get
get on
on it.
down to Hooters. Is that still their slogan? I don't know.
I don't know.
I thought you were gonna say.
Yeah, I mean, if it wasn't
get
before,
down
it
with the
should be
sickness.
now.
That's the correct.
So, were there any surprises in the Annie Awards that like stood out?
No.
It's all just kind of like
They
expected.
really
or-
weren't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, in other words, do the Annies do a better job than the Oscars when it comes to choosing the right movies for their awards?
Man, sometimes, but like, man, sometimes no. Like, I forgot what it was. I forgot what it was last year, but I was like, that one, right?
I think what Race is trying to ask is, did Zootopia get any awards?
I think that was the year before I watched it. I think so.
I'm sure
Zootopia.
I meant this year.
Oh no.
No. Oh,
I'm pretty sure it
Matt
did
knows.
back in 2016.
Yeah.
Matt just wanted everyone to drink. This is why it's dangerous to give the drinking thing.
I opened this bottle of rosé and I don't like it very much, but I gotta drink it. So.
Where did we get a bottle
Matt,
of
don't
rosé?
metagame with
I mean, you don't
From your
have
parents.
to drink. The important
Well,
thing about
no,
any drinking
I'm-
game is that you don't have to.
No, but
Take care of
like
yourselves first.
no, I don't. I'm not saying I have to drink it as in like I'm feeling pressured. I just feel like I have to drink it because I opened
Because
the
it's
bottle
opened it.
Yeah.
and I poured myself a
Because
glass.
you've opened it.
We got a super chat here. It's actually a question for Claire Corletti.
Who's that?
Who's that?
That's
It's Claire's Italian cousin.
exactly. Thank you,
Oh.
Laura.
I'll answer it.
It's Claire Colette.
No, all it says is question for Claire. Have you heard of a mobile game called Dragalia
Dragalia
Lost?
Yeah, Tabitha did some voice in that one.
Oh.
No.
Oh, she's
I've
here.
been advised to say no. There was a lot of drama behind that game because it was non-union and nobody knew that it was. So it's not really a thing.
Huh.
Sounds great.
If that answers. Have I heard of it? Sure.
Good job,
fuck?
Side Games.
For whom is that bell toll?
Saber, why did you mute the clock? Are you next to Big Ben? What was that?
Yeah, he has a clock in his room now, and it goes out off every hour.
How do you sleep?
And
That
it-
must be great at
Clock
3
goes
a.m.
off, he lies.
It's like the sound when you finish a shift in Five Nights at Freddy's.
I thought you were gonna say when you finish a shit.
Yes.
So Claire, one
It
other
is.
part to this. Quiet Storm also says, "Congrats on the relationship with you and Gabe."
Who's that?
I don't know.
That's for my Italian.
Yeah, no, that's Gabe's Italian cousin.
Corletti? Yeah.
I'll pass it.
I can't think of like an Italian version of Gabe Brown. Doesn't work.
Gabriele Grande.
So back.
It's spaghetti, spaghetti.
Gabriel White.
There you go.
Alfredo.
Gabriel Tan.
So back to the
Gabriele
Annie Awards,
Barone.
though. Is there anything else of note that came up
It was-
during the Annie Awards?
Pretty standard, I would say.
Yeah.
There's a few special awards they gave out, and Ron Clements and John Musker got one of the Winsor McKay awards. For it's sort of like a lifetime achievement type award.
Yeah.
But yeah, they're the directors of a bunch of the Disney Renaissance films
Right.
and Moana. So yeah, and Princess and the Frog directed that too.
Oh.
I love that one.
Nice. So since that kind of wraps up the Annie Awards, we have a couple movies here that we could either talk very non-spoilery about, or we.
I want to add something after the movies. Just throwing it out there.
Okay. I will come back to you.
Which movies?
Who here? So I think Sarah and I could discuss this movie without getting into actual spoilers of anything.
Mm-hmm.
But is there anyone here who doesn't want to know a single thing about the movie Dolittle?
Oh, I don't care.
Do it up.
Okay.
So it sounded like nobody said I care. So we're gonna just put this up anyways.
Was it awful?
Wow.
Hold on. I'm gonna switch screens. We're gonna lose our microphone for a second, but I'm gonna add it 1 sec.
This is where Iron Man.
I do appreciate the fact that Sarah goes through all the effort of making specific spoiler screens.
Are you trying to put
Not made a specific. I'm just using a.
And here I am
Alright.
trying to give you all this credit for all the hard work you put in.
All the credit that all the hard work you put in the past is going noted now.
Exactly.
You don't get it now.
There we go. Dolittle.
Dolittle.
You know, I don't. Yeah. So Claire asked, "Was it horrible?" No, it wasn't. It wasn't a good film, I would say, but it was fun. At least.
Here's how I would. Like, I think where I would put this movie, and it kind of helps with the rest of the explanation about it, is it feels like the age group it was made for was like, what would you say, like 3 through 8? Like it was.
No, I would say about, like, probably the top of that age group was 12.
Okay,
Yeah.
so we bumped it up to 12. It just feels like a movie that
It's a kid's film.
yeah, it's very much a kid's movie that
The
feels
thing is,
like a kid's movie.
I haven't seen it, but if I may speak into this a little bit, I was just talking to Claire yesterday about how I can appreciate a movie that knows what it is. Like, Claire and I just saw Jumanji 2.
Mhm.
It was exactly what I was expecting. It was fun, it was clever, it was funny, it didn't take itself too seriously, and I appreciate that.
Yeah.
Or, like, the flip side of that would be a movie like Gravity that claims that it's all scientifically accurate, and then there are glaring scientific fallacies. That is
Oh my God,
fine
that
in a
movie.
movie like Interstellar, where it doesn't claim to be 100% perfectly accurate, and there's science fantasy involved. But as soon as a movie tries to pretend that it's something that it isn't, and then doesn't deliver on those promises, that's when I have a problem with it. So
Oh, that's
I
when most
probably
movies,
wouldn't
a
have
lot of
problem
movies
with
fail.
it.
Yeah.
I feel like the trailer
Well, what
of
I
this
heard from-
movie they tried to go for that epic, like, oh, you know, this is a good movie sort of feel.
Like it's gonna
But
be
the
like
movie
really
itself-
emotional and,
Yeah.
and really deep.
But definitely this movie is more goofy. Definitely a lot more goofy than the trailer
Yeah.
let on. But I feel like the movie
I heard
owned
from
it
a lot of
as far as the
Yeah,
goofiness.
yeah. It didn't take itself too seriously either. So. Was Claire saying something?
Claire's talking.
No, I was just saying I heard from a lot of parents that when they saw it, like the kids were like, "Okay, whatever," and the parents were like, the performance from what's his dingle?
Robert Downey Jr.
Thank you.
Iron
It was
Man.
he kind of just like threw it away. It was,
Yeah, hi, I'm Doolittle.
like it was just kind of
Yeah, it's great to be here. Yeah, I can talk to animals. I do cool tricks with straw hats, and I'm Iron
No,
Man.
he wasn't just being like Iron Man. He's doing like a British accent.
Yeah,
but
he's doing-
I
yeah.
I do not like
Oh,
Robert
shut
Downey
up.
Jr.'s British accent.
It's a weird
Oh, no.
accent. It doesn't even feel
It's
British.
Yeah, no.
He was Sherlock Holmes,
It
wasn't he?
sounded more like
Yeah.
Yeah, he was
Scottish
Sherlock.
or
Yeah.
Irish or something like that.
His Sherlock accent
Cumberbatch.
is different than whatever he was doing
But
here.
I don't know. I feel like Robert Downey Jr. did the best he could with this film. And
I
his
felt
role.
like he
Wasn't
owned
he
the
also
role.
he was a
He was an
put
executive.
money into
Yeah, that's
it,
the thing
though.
is he was an executive producer on this movie, so it's not like he didn't care about the movie. For
Yeah, no. If you follow him on Instagram, it's actually very clear that he does care about this movie. He seems really proud of it. It's like, oh, go see it. Yeah, you won't be disappointed.
Well, the thing is, if big actors normally, if they are producing a part of a movie that they're already in, it means that they're they could be kind of talked into giving a lot of their money towards a project, so it looks like they care about it. I'm not saying that he doesn't care about it, but it looks like he cares about it more because he's been giving his money to something, but really they just need more money for the production, and so they don't pay them as much, and they just say, oh, you can have a producer credit, and normally a lot of the actors are like, yeah, sure, that's great.
Claire, let me explain to you how Hollywood and acting works, okay?
Okay. Yes?
You just hit record and go.
Just let me grab my chainsaw real quick. Continue.
Are you auditioning for the new Texas Chainsaw Massacre remake?
Oh, she'd be great
Yes,
for that.
I cannot confirm or deny that. But
Yes.
yes.
I'll see it. Tell them that they get one extra ticket sale if they cast you, Claire. I'm in. Let's go. I'm sure that one ticket sale will completely tip the scales.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
It probably will. So the other movie that we have written down here, I don't know how many of you know about this movie, though I feel like I'm in company that a lot of you probably do, is the Weathering with You movie.
I haven't seen it yet.
Heard about it, have not seen it.
So we
It's
won't.
an anime movie.
Sarah and I won't get into spoilers with this one. We'll just generally talk, without like any like story elements. I guess.
Are we doing Weathering with You?
Sure.
Okay. Oh, wait, sorry. Was that what you were doing?
Mhm.
Okay.
Yes.
I wasn't paying attention because I was typing.
Oh, it's okay. I'm used to you not paying attention.
Stop.
You just attention. You are. Baby, it's the up it on you.
Whatever you're singing, I can't.
I know, I was joking. I was doing
So
what Jeff
easy.
did. You just want attention. I knew from the start. That's the one I'm doing.
Nice.
Oh.
So Weathering with You. So as mentioned, it's an anime movie made by the same people that made Your Name. And like I said, Sarah,
My parents made the name.
that was good, Gabe. I like that one.
Thank you.
So, this, like I said, we're not going to be discussing spoilers or anything in this movie, but as far as you go, Sarah, you would say that this movie wasn't as good as Your Name. So where does that put it, though? There's a lot of underneath Your Name. So would you say it was like close, so good? Was it bad? Where is it for you?
It wasn't bad. I just wasn't as invested in the story. I feel like they really kicked up the melodrama which in this one, to where it's just like, come on. Like, I don't know. There's situations in there where I'm just like, okay, but
like kind of like this escalated really quickly.
Yeah, the boy character in this movie really escalates bad situations to high levels, and I'm just like, stop. Stop it. But yeah, no, I mean, like, I wasn't as invested in the story as I was with Your Name, and but like I still enjoyed the visuals. I still enjoyed the movie overall. But yeah, not as good as Your Name, but you know, that's a hard movie to kind of top.
It's a very hard movie to beat.
Yeah.
I feel like it's. So before the movies even started, there was like a little brief interview with the creator, and it was cute because he's kind of like, you know, oh, Your Name was such a hit in Japan. I hope that this movie can appeal to Americans, as in Weathering with You can appeal to Americans. And like, I feel like the first like few shots there were some shots where there was product placement, but like it's Tokyo, it's based in Tokyo, so there's a whole bunch of stuff that you would just normally see in Tokyo, but like there's the McDonald's, and like one of the characters uses Yahoo and asks questions, and I'm like, is this in here because they think it'll appeal to Americans, being like, hey, we have that? But at the same time, I'm like, well, that's, you know, McDonald's is very popular in Tokyo.
Yeah, no, other bits of this movie, though, what I will say is that where the story itself may not, for us personally, wouldn't match to say Your Name. This is still a very pretty movie.
Yeah.
The visuals are just fantastic in this movie. So yeah, I mean, if you appreciate that, especially like something like Your Name, I'd say if you enjoyed it, especially like the visual side of it, you should go see this movie.
Yeah.
So yeah, and now I did not see Your Name in the big theater, or on the big screen, I should say. So I can't really compare it in that sense, but it was nice seeing this one on the big screen. There's a lot of just really, I mean, this is all sounding so vague, but just a lot of really nice shots.
Yeah, I mean, if you've seen Your Name, you know exactly what you're, getting as far as art department goes with Weathering.
Yeah. So, yeah, I think that's about it for what we're going to say on that. So, moving on from Weathering with you, I think right now what we're going to do is actually probably jump into Q&A.
Yeah.
So can I insert a movie that I've seen that probably no one else has seen?
You can, and then I need to go to Saber for his topic.
Yes.
What is your thing, Laura?
Has anyone seen a movie called Color Out of Space?
No.
I have not.
Have you heard of the Lovecraft story, Color Out of Space?
I've heard of Lovecraft.
Cool. Okay, never mind. It's real good. You should go see it.
Okay.
I believe you.
It stars Nick Cage, and it's actually really, really good.
Wow.
I was gonna say, what kind of movie was it? But Lovecraft. Okay, yeah.
How long ago was it
it's
made?
Lovecraftian horror. It was made in 2019.
Oh wow. Okay.
So not long ago. Okay. What, you just saw it recently?
Everyone just went silent. I don't know what's happening.
Oh, I asked if you saw it recently. Well.
Uh-oh.
I think my audio just stopped working. I'm sorry.
She's like, why won't anyone talk to me?
All I said was Lovecraft.
So if you'd like to submit questions, and then I'm going to go back to this other topic, hashtag SPP questions on Twitter, or, as always is an option, we have Super Chats available if you would like to have your question prioritized. We will do questions for the next 15 minutes, I'll say. So like I said, this will be an earlier...
15 miles!
This will be a little bit earlier of a podcast here, just... Well, we get that stuff all back in order. We did get a super chat just now from Cadet Redshirt asking... Wait, no. I'll come back to you, Cadet. Yeah. I keep forgetting. Saber, you had a topic, right? Or something you wanted to bring up?
Oh, have you seen Kipo in the Wonder Beast yet?
I have.
No.
I have not.
What do you think of it? I'm only 2 episodes in, but I like it.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I knew it was something you would like, Saber.
Oh, I can hear everybody again. That was weird.
Hi, Laura.
Hello.
It's different. I like it. That's all I want to say. It's good.
Is it a show?
Wait,
or
yeah, what were you talking about?
Yeah, it's a show on Netflix.
Kipo and the Wonder
What is
Beasts.
it? Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's 10 episodes on Netflix at the moment.
I'm working my way through
It came out earlier this month.
I'm working through the Dark Crystal right now.
Yeah.
So
I still need to watch that.
yeah. Sarah's like, "Do you want to watch this?" And I was like, "Okay." And I'm gonna buy a whole bunch of merchandise.
You have amused her greatly.
Oh, all right. So back to our question. Cadet Redshirt asking, "Did you guys hear about the SCP copyright nonsense?" I don't know what this is.
Yes.
About.
Yeah.
What does
What
SCP
is
stand
it?
for?
I don't know.
Oh shit.
Secure, contain, protect, I think?
That's it.
What
not
what's
heard a
up?
thing about
What
it.
is this? What happened?
Oh, it's like it's a big old like fan created fictional universe that's just like a bunch of different monsters. So there's a game out that like most people have experienced as their first SCP thing. It's SCP Containment Breach, and it's like there's a handful of these creatures in it, and it's just like this there's like an open wiki that has like the list of all of these different creatures, and there's like hundreds of them, and people can like create their own and like, you know, edit the pages and stuff, and there's like all these different like creepy monsters, their own different kind of like creepy lore, and it's been an open source thing for like a while, but apparently somebody in like Russia or somewhere decided that they were gonna put a copyright claim onto all of it, like
of course.
to the like basically the name SCP.
Hmm.
So then that would then give that person all of the copyright rights to everything under that umbrella, which is like the whole wiki page that's been created by fans for years. So that means that like no one will be able to edit it, no one will be able to use it. It's like a whole thing.
They've
There's,
laid
like, many
claim until
games.
someone else will say they haven't.
Exactly.
That sucks.
That's
And there's
fucked
like a
up.
ton of games in production. There's like fan films that are in production. There's like so much stuff going on because it's such a big like community of people who like this stuff that all of that stuff's going to get basically either copyright claimed or have to be removed because this person decided to claim that they made everything.
Mm.
I hate to say it this way because I don't want to generalize without knowing the evidence, but it's really interesting these days that you can make a legal claim against someone else's work, deny them the opportunity to do anything with it, and because you have no assets, you're effectively judgment-proof, so you can effectively use it for extortion, and that's a really weird aspect of copyright law these days.
That's
Right.
what Sarah has to say about it.
I concur.
Yeah, me too.
Um,
Sarah, you're so wise.
Yeah.
where do you get all
That's
this?
succinct.
Gas. Nor Mermaid's got a super chat asking, my question is for everyone. I'm going to an Epic concert on Saturday, and my question is, what is your favorite song by Lady Gaga? Oh, and hi, Gabe.
That's a hard question, Nora. What do you
The
think?
Magic Inside
Questions
from
for
My Little
everyone.
Pony Friendship is Magic.
Yes.
Oh my god.
My favorite.
Wait, Lady Gaga was in that?
No.
Might as
No,
well
that's what
be.
the character is based on, though.
My favorite Lady
What?
Gaga song is Brony Rage.
Yes.
To be honest, I don't listen to Lady Gaga. Like I
Oh
hear
my
it.
god.
I hear it on the radio, and I'm just like, okay, fine. But I don't actively seek out like Lady Gaga. To be honest, I have such
Yeah,
a
same.
I have such a specific taste in music where like
Yeah, banjo. Basically, her taste in music is Wander Over Yonder.
no, well, I mean, I feel like generally the older the music is, the better it is for me. Because, like, basically my taste in music is the entire BioShock series soundtrack.
I don't want to set the wall.
On
Yes.
fire.
My favorite Lady Gaga song is I live for the applause, applause, applause. I live for the applause, I live for the applause. That song is so good.
I was gonna say The Edge of Glory.
That's a really good song as well.
Yeah.
See, Nora, we can talk about Lady Gaga next con we go to.
I would say stuff from Star is Born, because I don't know any of the other stuff too
Oh
well.
yeah, I still need
How
to watch
about
that movie.
Born this
Oh my god, that movie destroyed me.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
she's in that
stopped.
movie, yeah.
I
Kind of cool.
Dang, another song stuck in my
What's your
head.
favorite? Oh wait, you already.
I said I wasn't joking. Whenever I hear Poker Face come on, I literally start like thinking like,
Brody, right?
I'm like Thunder Blue had a vision and stuck to it.
And what a vision it was.
I actually found a remix of that song
Really?
today. Yeah, I don't know why today at work I found that, but you know, all right. We have a question, a super chat from Anime Guy 01 asking thoughts on DBZ
Kakarot.
Kakarot. Anyone?
That's
I know Jackson's been playing it. And he
Oh,
likes
it's a game.
Oh, is
Okay.
this like a game? I thought we were just straight up like.
The
Are
character.
we just asking about
No,
Goku?
I was scrolling to see if Jax actually had said anything.
Oh, but, like,
No, I know. There's also an addition to this asking, or Kingdom Hearts 3 Remind DLC.
no spoilers
No
for Kingdom
spoilers.
Hearts.
I
3.
haven't
Yeah,
played.
I haven't bought the DLC yet because I saw like how much was like included with it. I was like, I don't know if it's worth like $30.
Mm.
So I might just wait until like
The
part
price
of the
goes
package
down
or something.
Yeah.
And I'll probably just watch the cutscenes online.
Cool.
They make Dragon Ball Z video games these days?
Yeah.
Is there
Yeah,
a show still going for that?
I mean,
No,
there's been movies.
not at the moment. Super's over, but yeah, they've made movies.
Gotcha. Okay. Oh, Nora Mermaid also had an additional super chat here. Not a question, just says, don't forget
to vote for Gabe for the shorties. Do it.
Oh yeah, saw that.
Do it.
Yeah,
Go Gabe.
do it.
Thank you, guys.
you can vote every day.
Yeah, vote for
If you don't vote
Gabe.
every day, you're not a true believer, and you must be sacrificed.
Yeah. Yeah.
Thanks. Thank you, Nora. Yeah, you guys are great. I'll try and like pitch it on my YouTube as well.
Send this boy to New York.
Yeah, that'll be interesting. That might be fun. Yeah.
Gabe, I didn't know you were going for the Democratic nomination.
Good luck.
I would never do that.
We got a super chat from Malik Webster. Everybody absolutely needs to watch Carol and Tuesday right now, especially Gabe and Hero. Also, my name is pronounced Malik.
Oh, I screwed it up.
Yeah.
We both.
What have you been saying? What, Malik?
Yeah,
Malik.
Malik.
Uh,
Malik.
Yeah, it's Malik. Yeah.
Malik.
Way to go,
Malik.
Race.
Thank you, Mr. Webster. Yeah. So, does anyone know Carol and Tuesday?
yes, it's something I want to watch and I planned on watching, but I have not.
Yeah,
yet.
tell me when you want to watch it, because like I really want to watch it too, because I've heard
After we
amazing
watch-
things about it.
What
After
is
we
it? Is it
finish
like
watching, so.
is it an animated series or like a live action thing?
Yeah, yeah,
Okay.
it's an anime series on Netflix.
Ooh, okay.
All right. So
It's got a Twitter town.
Twitter Town.
For
Are you getting a
some
little
questions.
buzzed on that?
I am actually a little bit.
I can tell. It's probably because
It's
you haven't
taken-
eaten anything.
Well, yeah, probably.
Jax, if you hop in the podcast now, Sarah has to finish her drink.
I only have like a few sips left. anyway.
Sarah actually hovered the mouse over the end stream button when you said that.
Only a few sips left, huh? So, Race, what do you think about Zootopia?
That doesn't count.
What do you mean it doesn't count?
It's intentional. You can't do it intentionally.
You're metagaming.
Oh, fine.
Oh my god, Nathaniel Foga asked a very important question. Any
What
of
is
you
it?
like hummus? I love hummus.
Yes.
I don't like it.
I don't either.
Sarah's like, I love hummus.
Well,
I
let
eat
me
hummus all the
clarify. When
time.
it's made
So good.
right, it's great. When
Yeah.
it's made wrong, it's not.
Yeah.
Sabra hummus.
Lazy
I like
Dog.
Sabra hummus.
Lazy Dog had really good hummus. I
Yeah,
like their
it
pesto.
did, and then they put dairy in that shit,
Had.
and now I can't drink or eat it.
Wait,
You take one of the things that is gluten and dairy free almost by nature, and you add gluten and dairy to it.
Yeah,
wait.
stupid.
You guys mentioned Lazy Dog?
Yeah.
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 Okay, there's one of those opening in a mall near where I live. Is it any good?
Usually, yes.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
Maybe I'll
Give it a
check it out
try.
then.
pretty good.
Your own conclusion.
Yeah, give it a shot. It's one of those restaurants where 5 years ago, I feel like the menu was better, and every time like they're like, "Hey guys, we revamped our menu," I go, "No, stop."
Yeah.
Like Pratt Street Ale House.
Yeah.
Probably.
I just like how Pratt Street Ale House was like, we're just gonna keep making our menu smaller, and by the time
Smaller,
BronyCon
yeah.
ends next year, there's just gonna be like,
2 items.
yeah, they're just gonna have like,
Salad and cheese.
what was the thing? Like, yeah, what they have like quesadilla. It's like, all right, that's it. That's all you get.
Here's your cheese.
But yeah, no, I mean the food itself was good. They had this burger though. I just need to talk about this just to make sure I'm on record. Is that it was a blue cheese burger, but the blue cheese was actually blue cheese butter.
Uh-huh.
Oh my gosh.
Magnificent.
Oh.
It was good.
Matt and I would go. I used to live a little closer to Matt when I was going to college, and he and I would meet up and just sit at Lazy Dog for, God, Matt,
Hours.
Hours. We would
We would
close,
close
the place.
out here. Yeah.
Yeah. So.
I'd get a cup of coffee and probably end up going through a pot
Yeah.
in the time it took him to eat one burger.
It
Yeah.
was so good, so savory, so delicious. And then yeah, the hummus situation was another one where we're like, well, great, because Sarah would get the hummus, and then I would eat all the bread that came with the hummus. Not
Is-
anymore.
That's not a spoiler right there, right?
No.
Okay.
No. Thank you for asking them. We had a question from Andy from ZNN. He's also the guy that I do the Zootopiology podcast with. He asks, any thoughts on Frozen 2?
I thought it was aight.
It was like,
Amazing.
Wait, Olaf won an award at the Annies.
We did?
Yeah.
For what?
Yeah, Josh Gad for
Yeah.
voice acting.
Voice acting.
Oh, okay.
Good.
I liked Olaf in that movie. I like Olaf in pretty much all Frozen media. So.
I really like that movie a lot. The only, if I had any beef at all, and this is what I do with movies I like, by the way, it's that there were no consequences. Any, really.
Yeah.
But other than that, I really like. I liked the music. I liked the animation. I liked the premise. It was pretty. It was a little. I guess the premise is kind of predictable, but it was a beautiful man. There were some really good songs in that. It was moving. I teared up a few times. It was really very, very beautiful.
I feel like I need to have a conversation with Paleo about this. Let's get into like an hour-long conversation with Paleo about like, do you think a movie being predictable is necessarily a bad thing? Because
No.
I'm of the
I don't
opinion
think that's
No.
fair.
No.
but a lot of people use that as like a negative. Not to like put you on the spot, but a lot of people use that as like a negative. I'm like,
I think that's a
Like-
preference more
It
than
is a
Like,
preference, but also is like how
When
many.
you can see the formula showing is when it kind of is weak. But even
Well,
then,
Yeah, but honestly,
No.
life is predictable sometimes. Like Avatar is Dances with Wolves, and I still enjoy that. You know,
But-
it's gonna happen.
yeah, and Ocean's
Because like,
like all of the Ocean's movies, Ocean's 8, 11, whatever, like they literally tell you what's about to happen, and
Yeah.
like there's very little amount of things that go wrong. It actually does exactly what they say. So
Yeah.
yeah, like
I
with
may.
well, with one of my favorite animated movies from the past decade was How to Train Your Dragon, and that's like a story that has been told so many times about like
Yeah.
a boy and a creature.
a boy and his
like,
wolf.
but it's just executed so well with How to Train Your Dragon. So
You're like, I know exactly what's gonna happen.
I've also seen it
The guys
where
who wrote How to Train Your Dragon.
I've also seen it to where people have I'll see this sometimes in reviews of movies, not by like, well, maybe also by people who actually write them, but just like amateur like comments on movies where they're like, oh, I was able to guess the villain from the get-go, and I'm like, yeah, but that was a guess.
good for you. It's
Yeah,
for kids.
you guessed. Like a lot of times you can be like sometimes when I'm watching a movie, I'm like, I wonder if that's the bad guy, and then you get to the end and it's like, okay, that was the bad guy. You know, sometimes that's why it's kind of
Yeah.
nice where like movies are just up front with you, like, because then it throws off a little bit of the, oh, how predictable, where you do have a villain who, you know, this is kind of jumping into a different topic, but like, you know, sometimes Disney has their surprise villains, and then they're on the nose, I'm the bad guy from the moment you see me in the movie villain. So
and I want everyone to know it.
yeah.
We got a super chat from Anime Guy saying, who's going on a Valentine's date to see Sonic? We are.
Yeah, heck yeah, Jim Carrey. Apparently Jim Carrey's getting really deep about his role.
About his role as Dr.
his role as
Robotnik.
Robotnik.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Is he Robotnik?
Sonic
in this movie, or
represents the
X-Men?
innocence.
Yeah, he's Robotnik.
Nice.
What did he say?
Nice.
He looks like
I don't
he's
know, it's something like
gloriously,
Sonic.
unapologetically Robotnik in this movie.
Like Jim Carrey, like there was an interview where he like basically was like Sonic represents like the innocence that Dr. Robotnik just can't get in touch with within himself, and I'm just like, Jim.
I mean, he's not wrong.
Yeah,
Oh
but
my
like
gosh,
it's
okay.
very deep.
Like all of that?
We have another super chat that just came in from Cadet Redshirt asking or saying, I can't wait to see y'all at HarmonyCon. For anyone that is going to HarmonyCon, hope you all have fun. That's a convention in Texas that's going to be next weekend. Says, gonna have my first table and singing in the concert again. Stoked.
Hell yeah.
And then anything you're looking forward to there. Is anyone here going to HarmonyCon?
Nope.
Cadets right now like,
Sadly,
what? I'm just excited to, even if it's a convention that I've never been to or a convention that is young like HarmonyCon that obviously I still haven't been to. I always hope for success. I always hope to see them have a good year. Hopefully they can grow this year. And yeah, good luck to everybody running HarmonyCon and
Yeah.
hope everyone that goes has a great time.
Yeah.
I got a question here that's specific to me from Taylor, my racing buddy.
Yeah.
He says, for AC Race Best, curious to know, since to both of us are into NASCAR, what are your thoughts on the 2021 Next Gen Cup car? So, just a little brief
got a new
here.
car?
A little brief, yeah. So basically, NASCAR is developing a new car for not this coming year, but the year after. They're making basically what this car is supposed to do is modernize NASCAR. There's a lot of tech that people have been like, no, this is how it was in the 70s, so we still have to have it like that today.
Right, yeah.
And so it's basically NASCAR modernizing from the wheel size to the car shape, size, components under the hood. For me, I'm excited about it because I feel like there are improvements that can be made as far as the package that they have. I mean, to me, I enjoy it whether it's a good or bad race. I still enjoy watching the racing. You're not always going to have an exciting race, but I think there's things they can do to improve the quality of the racing on a which is going to be the thing that brings people into the sport. Those of us that are loyal to the sport already, we'll get through these like bits and pieces where it's like, it was all right.
Is it going to be end up being like Cars 3, where like all the new cars come in and?
I mean, jokingly, but kind of, yeah. Like it's the modernization of NASCAR, and they do this kind of thing like every 6 years or so. But this is supposed to be, I think, their biggest revamp they've done since maybe like 2005 or 6. They came out with this car. They called it the Car of Tomorrow. And it literally had a spoiler that looked like something you'd put on like your ricer machine, just big ass spoiler on the back. And when I first saw the commercial that showcased this car, it had this guy that had like a bunch of rap music blasting in it. And I'm like, oh my gosh, that's funny. They pimped the ride type of thing. And then people were like, well, no, that's what the cars look like next year. And I was like, what? Oh, okay. So we've been through some weird looks, but I think this one is.
Yeah,
I think it'd be
nice. It looks nice.
Yeah, you like it?
Yeah.
See, Sarah's a NASCAR fan now.
Let's do this one last question.
All right, last one. Waddles is asking. I know you. Oh wait, I know you now are tired of this topic, but thoughts on Disney with another live-action remake of Bambi? What do you guys think?
Stop.
The hunter scene
Van
is going to be impactful.
No, I had to reword how I was asking that question. So it sounded
basically
like
thoughts on Disney making a
how
live
acting
action
works.
remake of Bambi.
Like, real talk, stop. This
Yeah.
is ridiculous.
Yeah.
watch it just be them like filming deer up in Yosemite, and they're just like, just film them for an hour and 45 minutes.
Just make a nature documentary. We'd better anyway.
Bambi by David Attenborough.
Yeah.
Bambi is all alone.
With the
His
voice
mother went
of
into the meadow without him.
the guy that says, wow.
Wow.
With care.
With
Owen
care.
Wilson?
Yeah.
No, Lightning McQueen. The car.
Yeah.
Yes.
They literally Lightning McQueen is there in
Yeah.
the forest with Bambi.
And then Mater shows up and ruins everything. He does.
And then they basically kick him out
like
of
he
the third
do.
movie.
Mater's gonna be
Garbage
flower.
tier character.
So Malik coming in with one more super chat before we end the podcast, asking favorite Jim Carrey performance, and then goes on to say I'm partial to
Sergeant Stars and Stripes from Kick-Ass 2 and The Grinch.
and The Grinch.
I mean,
To be honest,
I
probably
have to
The Grinch.
default to Dumb and Dumber.
Dumb and Dumber is amazing.
Yeah.
And
You say-
also Ace Ventura, both of them.
I'm gonna say The Grinch.
Ace Ventura, I would say, but I also haven't seen all of them.
I think for me,
Really good at that.
I think I'm gonna say even though Dumb and Dumber is so high up there for me, I think I am gonna say Ace Ventura.
Yeah.
Yep.
He's so over the top in those, but that's another reason why also Grinch is
Yeah.
up
Oh
there.
my god, everybody, like, so many people give The Grinch, Jim Carrey's The Grinch, so much shit, and I'm like, it is a good movie.
It's amazing.
It's really good
It's
for what
great.
it is.
Oh my god.
No, not even for what it is. It is
It
amazing
is a
in
good
general.
movie. It is good and it's funny. I love it.
For what it
Okay, got
isn't.
mine.
Okay.
Mine's definitely Truman Show.
Oh,
Oh.
very
Truman
good.
Show,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, that one's a really good one too.
That's the answer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then who am I?
Then
I
who
just
was
love,
In
I
case
just
I
love
don't
that
see
scene
ya.
where I was like, who the fuck are you talking to?
Good afternoon, good evening, and good night.
It is still proof that Jim Carrey can do serious.
Fiji. Yeah. No, we just recently watched Mr. Popper's Penguins.
Yeah, that's not
Oh my
his
God.
best performance. But it was good. It was a decent
I mean,
movie.
where else do you get to see Jim Carrey squeeze penguins?
You know, I read the book as a kid, and I'm like, wow,
Oh
this
my
movie's
God.
really different.
Oh, I'm actually gonna talk about that movie later this year.
Wait, Sarah, did you
Like
say that
with
you
a bunch
also
of
read that
other
book as a
penguin
kid?
movies.
Yeah, I read the book as a kid.
Me too.
I don't,
like
I
that
don't
was,
remember
my
a lot
grandmother
of
always
it.
read it to us.
Yeah, I don't remember a lot of it, but I'm like watching the movie. I'm like, oh yeah, this is way different. This is not even the book at all.
The only things it has in common are basically that there's penguins and a man. So
Yeah.
that's, I mean, it's the whole book.
Yeah.
Oh, man. All right. Well, that's going to be a wrap here. Like I said, Brandon, a little bit earlier. But a big thank you to everyone joining in on the podcast here tonight. Of course, our live audience and all of our super chatters who we'll name here in a second. Everybody that listens on delay. And, yeah, we will be back in 2 weeks. And I don't know what that date is.
That is
Help me.
the 12th.
12th. We'll be
Of
back on the
February.
12th of February.
Just before Valentine's Day.
Just before Sonic the Movie. We'll have a big Sonic the Movie party to celebrate.
Preview.
And yeah.
Thanks to Missy, Quiet Storm, Cadet Redshirt, Nora Mermaid, Anime Guy, Malik. Wait, oh. Was that it? Okay. Yes. Cadet. Sorry, and Anime Guy.
and again, an extra shout out to Missy always for such
My goodness. Yes.
amazing generosity. So,
Yeah,
so thank you.
Missy.
Yeah, well, with that, especially because we might need to upgrade some components after what happened during this one. Again, thank you all for joining us, and we will see you in 2 weeks on the Semi Perfect Podcast. Good night, everybody.
Them ponies.
Good night, everybody.
Bye.
Good night, San Diego.
Goodbye.